Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to share with you how I make my spaghetti pasta salad. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I'll also share with you different little pro tips that I have learned when I make my spaghetti pasta salad. And this is a great salad to have, especially during the spring and summertime for all the picnics and backyard barbecues. So I have my water. I'm going to put some salt in my water when we boil the spaghetti, so that way we can season up our spaghetti a bit. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome in. And if you're a returner, welcome back. My name is Dyvonne, and this is my channel, Cooking for the Family. Love to share what I cook and bake for my family in my kitchen. And this is one of my favorite all-time recipes. You can tweak it to your liking, and best of all, it travels well. So in my pot, and I have about 8 cups of water, I put 1/2 teaspoon of regular table salt, and I have 1 pound of spaghetti noodles. These are just regular spaghetti noodles. And what I did was I broke the noodles in half. And so you want to break the noodles in half when you make this pasta salad. Now, in addition to making it with spaghetti, I've also made my pasta salad with it's the round noodles. I can't think of the noodles right now. It's the round noodles. I think they're called the rotini noodles, but it's the round noodles. And so I've made those with those spiral noodles before. So I cooked my spaghetti until it was just a little bit past al dente, and then I'm going to drain it. And so after I drain it, once it's cooked, I drain it, and then I'm going to rinse it off with some cold water. And so we're going to rinse our pasta, and we're going to let it totally drain, and so that way we can make sure that there's no excess water when we make our pasta salad. And those spiral noodles, I said round noodles, but I meant to say spiral noodles. If you know what type of noodle that is, put it down below in the comments for me. And so once we do that, I'm going to let this drain just kind of sit. In my pasta salad, I like to put the red onion. And I'm going to share with you a quick pro tip. Now I have here a bowl of water that I also have ice cubes in. Now, if you've ever put raw onions in your green salad or in your pasta salad, and sometimes the onion, it can be overpowering for sure, and really just kind of take over all of the flavors of the salad. And so as a pro tip, what you can do is this. Once you slice your onion, and I'm just going to do them like in just slivers, just kind of half moon, we're going to put them inside of a bowl of water with ice. Now, I do this first before we start to work with the other ingredients. That's because you want the onions to sit in that ice cold water for at least 15 minutes up to about 30 minutes. You want them to do that. What the cold water does, it's going to help to bring down that pungency of the raw onion in the salad, and so it's not going to overpower the rest of the flavors and won't overpower your salad. And so for the raw onion, for the red onion that I used, that was about 1/3 of the red onion, and I had a medium-sized red onion, but you can put as much or as little as you like. Now for the cucumber, I'm using an English cucumber. This was a pretty large size cucumber, so you want to use anywhere from, we're going to cut up about 1 cup up to about 2 cups. Now with this salad, one thing that when it comes to this pasta salad, it wasn't even a recipe that I ever wrote down. I just kind of started putting it together, and so these are the ingredients that are always my main focus ingredients, and then you can always add different ingredients to your liking. So when it comes to the cucumber, I like to slice the cucumber in these little triangle shapes, and when it comes to your salad, it's nice to kind of have different things cut in different shapes. It really helps to give a nice dimension to the salad. In this recipe, you can use this as a guide to, you can add additional ingredients to the recipe, or either you can take the same ingredients and add more of or less of, depending on your liking. So I have here my grape tomatoes. You can use grape or cherry tomatoes, and I sliced those in half, and that was about 1 cup that I used. And then with the black olives, I'm also slicing my black olives in half, and then these are the olives that I'm using right here. And I went on and I drained my olives because I don't want any excess. So I went on and I drained the olives because I'm going to use the majority of these olives. Now I'm going to also use some green olives because I like to use 2 different kind of olives in my salad, and I'm using the green olives that have the red pimento in the inside. I went on and sliced those straight in half, and also once I sliced them in half, I used about 1 cup. This is my salami I'm using. It's a 4-ounce pack of Italian dry salami, and I'm also going to be using some of the hard salami, and this is also a dry salami. I like to use the dry salamis and the hard salamis when I'm making the salad. You want to use 2 different types of salami. You can use up to 4 different types. You can use pepperoni. And I like to slice my salami different ways based on the type of salami I'm using. Sometimes I'll do strips. This one I'm just going to slice in half, and each type of salami I use, I slice it or cut it a different way, so when it's in the salad, my guests can see that, oh, it's different salami that's in there, that all the salami is not the same. I've also used low sodium salami. Low sodium salami works also very well. And then I just separate the pieces just like this. And for that, I'm also using, once it's sliced, to measure it out. If I were to put it in a cup, it would be about a cup that I have. And I could always add more because I still have more in my package. I can always add more. Now with the 4-ounce pack of the Italian dry salami, I'm going to cut those into fourths because it's a different one. So I'm going to cut this into fourths. Now something else is that it's a 4-ounce pack. I'm going to use the entire 4-ounce pack for the salad. And the first salami I used, the hard salami, I got that from Aldi's. I don't know if you have it. If you have an Aldi's by you, they're kind of all over the country now. But I got that from Aldi's, and it was like $3 and change. And it gives you a pretty good amount. Like by us, it was $3 and change. It gives you a pretty good amount of the hard salami in that pack. Now with the Italian dry salami, they also have that at Aldi's, but you can pretty much find Italian dry salami a lot of places. But the hard salami, that's where I've gotten it from for the best price. And be sure to separate your salami pieces. Now I have my cheese. I have Monterey Jack, and I also have a medium cheddar cheese. You can also use, I've used before as well, mozzarella cheese that I've cut into chunks. And with the cheese, you want to use 2 8-ounce packs of cheese that you're going to slice into square pieces. In the description box below, I will have a list of all the ingredients you need to make this spaghetti pasta salad. And I like to cut my cheese slices, my cheese pieces about this size. That's about the size of, say, like a dime, around about there. And I do the same with my cheddar cheese. This is a medium block cheddar cheese. You can also use a mild cheddar cheese. So I find either the medium or the mild cheddar cheese, those work good along with the Monterey Jack cheese. And then you can always substitute the Monterey Jack cheese for the mozzarella cheese. Then I have some fresh parsley that I had from my garden. And this is Italian flat leaf parsley. It grows abundantly in my garden, so you'll see me use it often, and I love using it. That's nice fresh herbs. And we're going to be using about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Now if you don't have any fresh flat leaf parsley, you can also use dried parsley, and you'd want to use about 1 teaspoon to about 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to drain our red onions, and then once I drain them, I take a nice clean paper towel and I go into my colander and I just dry off and make sure that I dry off any excess water. So because we're going to be putting this right on top of our cheese and our other ingredients, so you want to make sure that you don't have a bunch of excess water. So dry off your onions. Then our pasta is nice, it's cooled off, it's drained well, and it's going to be just slightly sticky, and that's okay because we're going to be adding our other ingredients on top of it. So I have here some fresh black pepper, and I like to do about 3 to 4 grinds of the fresh pepper right on top of the spaghetti. And then next we're going to be adding in our dressing. Now there's different dressings on the market, but this is the one that I've probably been using now for about 15-20 years or so. I love using this Cheese Fantastico, and this one is the light one. It comes regular and it comes light. I'm using the light one, and we're going to be using, you're going to end up using the entire bottle, but we don't put the entire bottle in at one time. So right there I used about 2/3 of the bottle. Then I put in a couple of tablespoons of my fresh parsley. Then I'm also going to be using some Parmesan cheese. And so our grated Parmesan cheese, we're going to be putting in 1/4 of a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and then we'll also put some on top for garnish later on. Now you can make this salad the day before. It keeps excellent. It keeps for several days in the refrigerator with no problem. And so you can definitely make this the day before if you like. So once I have my ingredients, I use my big spoon. I go from the bottom to the top just like I'm doing there. And you see that it makes a good amount of pasta salad. Now, if you aren't making for a big crowd, because this will easily feed a dozen people or plus, if you're not going to be making it for a big crowd or a party, you can always cut the ingredients in half and just use half the box of the spaghetti noodles and half of all the other ingredients. Now next what I do is once I have everything mixed, and I went from the bottom to the top, mixed everything, I put a little bit more of my dressing, and then I still have about a fourth of the bottle left. I put a little bit more, so then I have a fourth of the bottle left. This is what our salad is looking like. That fourth of a bottle of dressing I have left, we're going to save that, and right before it's time to serve, I'm going to add that last fourth of dressing to the salad and give it one more stir before my guests enjoy it. Now you see why this is my go-to pasta salad. My guests like it. Our family has 3 different, we have family reunion, we have a church picnic, all coming up this summer. This salad is going to be accompanying me to all 3 of those different events that we have going on this summer. Well, I'm going to serve y'all up some and give y'all the first bite. And I always like to make this the first thing in the morning, put in the refrigerator, let it chill, and then we have it later on that afternoon or early evening. Or either I will make this the day before if we're going to go to a picnic that next day. Well, this is the bite. I have a little bit of everything. Go ahead and take your bite. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. It is very light and fresh tasting. The onions have not overpowered the dish, so definitely go ahead and soak them in that cold ice water. We're going to be having this tonight with some grilled chicken that my husband is making. My niece is coming over with her kids, and so we are just going to enjoy some nice family time today. And if you like some more side dish recipes, I will put a link to my playlist for side dishes. And I have a wonderful baked bean recipe, which easy with just a few ingredients. Well, that is it for me today. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, don't forget to show it some love and give it a thumbs up and click share. Share this video with a friend or family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.